Yeah, they have to
That
at
wouldn't
least.
surprise me either. Depending on the county, how much funding they got, how much they need, how many people went through the prison to say, you have to you have to remember everything is about numbers.
Fuck it.
Welcome back to PHP. How are you guys doing today? I hope this week goes lovely for everybody, especially us.
Yes, especially us.
So I know you don't know about this topic, but I'm going to bring it to you with the best of my knowledge on the situation, okay? Uh-oh. There's an Ohio mom, okay, who got arrested for leaving her 9 and her 3-year-old in a motel room. When she was asked why she left them there, she said because she didn't have nobody to watch her children. Now, mind you, she's in a hotel room, meaning she could be homeless. I'm assuming she's homeless. Now they're trying to punish her with jail time. And there's a big community behind it on topic saying either one or two things. Instead of punishing her, why not help her? There's a lot of single moms who go in this situation that end up leaving their kids alone. And the second one is that she doesn't deserve the money that they raised on GoFundMe, which is $150,000.
Okay, well, who started the GoFundMe?
Her, from what I understand, her mother or the children's grandmother, I'm not sure if it's from the mother's side or the dad's side, but the children's grandmother set up the GoFundMe. And everybody's questioning, if you set up a GoFundMe, why didn't you just help her with watching her kids? So I guess the grandmother doesn't live in the same city or state that she does. Mm-hmm. So but I don't understand why are you trying to punish a woman that a lot of girls go through?
Because it is against the law to leave your children alone. And at the end of the day, the law is the law is the law. Even if her mom is in the same city, what if her mom works for full time? What if the grandma isn't an active grandma? We don't know what the situation is. But I will say this. The fact that the GoFundMe, be it the mom or whomever that set it up, that she got them funds, I don't see why she doesn't deserve it. It has nothing to do with her. She deserves it if she is indeed in need. Yeah. If she is indeed in need, and now who's to say what determines that she's in need? Like, it could be like, oh, well, she's in need, but she gets this, and she could have done that, and because everybody's gonna have their opinion. I don't know. You guys drop your comments. You guys are gonna have your opinion too. However, I believe that if you decide to create a fundraiser at the bar or at the biker club for me, and you get the funds, and that's something that you want to do for me to try and help me, because maybe that's the only way you could help me. Maybe you know my situation more than the individuals donating, but they donated nonetheless. So if you try, I believe that, yeah, I am entitled to that money. Why wouldn't I be? Especially if I'm in a legal situation now, because trying to do right by my children, where I try to make sure that they had no needs, that their needs were met or whatever, that that they could eat, that they could shower, anything. And then now I get in trouble because I was trying to do the right thing. I don't know. I haven't read the story why she left them in the room.
Okay, so from my understanding, the reason why she left them in the hotel room was because that hotel was right next to her job. Now, they're saying that she's working at a pizza spot. Many people are saying it was a Little Caesars. I can't confirm that. But basically, Little Caesars was here and the hotel was across the street. Like across the street.
So right, okay, so I see. Yeah, that was the closest to work where she can keep her job and still sort of kind of keep across the street.
Yeah.
I believe that nowadays there are a lot more parents having to leave the children home alone.
My opinion on it, when it comes to like her being punished, I think, she should be punished, because first of all, I think probably somebody snitched on her, because the way the story is going, the little girl asked to stay at the hotel. I'm assuming the mom used to take them to work and the little girl made the comment, I want to stay. Maybe it was for TV, maybe it was to go to sleep, whatever. The little girl, 9-year-old, wanted to stay. I understand you have to give her a punishment because it's law and it's the right thing to do. And she did something that you're not supposed to do. I get that. But I don't think it should affect her record of like child endangerment or anything like that. I don't think that should be the case.
Well,
Because
absolutely. That's exactly
yeah,
the charge
that's
that she's
exactly
gonna
what
have.
they're
That's the
gonna try
exact
to
charge
do.
she's gonna have. But you also have to remember that we live in a day and age where everything is a vicious cycle. Money has to come from somewhere. Funding has to come from somewhere. So, I understand that you can't make it. I read a meme, and it's funny you say this because I just read a meme the other day that says the bank told me that I cannot afford a $950 mortgage, so I have to pay $1,500 in rent instead. She can't afford an apartment, so now we're gonna make her fight to keep the family together, to keep the kids. Now she's going to have to go through all these children and youth services. She's going to have to work part-time for the next 3 years while they take her to parental classes and these and those. And she's really screwed if she's the type that has to come home and smoke a L just to fucking deal with what's going on with her, because now she's a junkie. Now she's the children are really in danger. Now the red tape is endless now because you try to do the right thing.
They should make it easier for moms to get childcare. I was the type of person that didn't get childcare, so it had to come out of pocket. And I don't know about everybody else, but when you're paying somebody weekly, 180 to almost.
You're working to pay childcare. Absolutely.
I understand her situation. Yes, she deserved to get punished, but at the same time, instead of putting all that weight on her, besides everything else she's already going with, y'all should learn how to help each other out. There's a lot of moms out there that
there's a reason she was at that hotel. There's a reason she left those kids there. I could understand if she left them there and she was out binging. She was out at the bar. She was clubbing. You know what? I'm even going to go as far as to say that I would even understand people passing judgment if her job was a stripper, only because people will do, strippers are this, you understand what I'm saying? So I could comprehend that just a tiny bit more than she worked at the pizzeria across the street making what, $9.57 maybe an hour, or if she's been there 4 years.
Money that she asked for, it literally $5,000. That's basically a first month.
She's asking for, please just let me get, just give me the home base. I'll build from there. A lot of times, and this is a good spinoff, where a lot of times this is exactly why women can't leave when they need to the most.
That's true.
You don't know what the situation is. You don't know what had her in her situation. But what we do know is she was working. She was trying to better herself, better her children. And so that's why sometimes, life does that to you. Sometimes it appears as though doing the most and something happens, like such as this right now, because at the end of the day, regardless of the entire outcome for her, there is a very strong possibility that this could all be a blessing in disguise for someone involved, be it her, the kids. We don't know.
We don't know the whole full story on it, but if you guys have some inputs and we missed it, please drop it in the comments below. I'd love to know the rest
of the story. Yeah.
It's kind of, like to know that. Yeah. I want to know, I'm going to follow up on it because from my understanding, she's a mom of 3, but she only had 2 in the hotel room. I was so intrigued because at one point in my younger years with my girls, I had to. It's not because I wanted to.
Everyone has had the opportunity to having their kids in a home. And I was a very young mom, and I was in the street with one of my children, and I have family.
I was the type of mom too that left my kids by themselves, and I got DCF called on me. And I told the lady, like, I have to work night shift.
And it was probably called by someone with the ability to help you that didn't.
No, it actually, like you said, it was a blessing in disguise because I was working night shift. The lady came at my door at 7:30 in the morning. I had just dropped off my girls. Okay. I go back to the house. The lady knocks on the door. She wants to do a whole drug test and all this other stuff. Lady comes next day, gives me free childcare, free bus fare. So whoever did it did me a favor at that time because I needed it.
A blessing in disguise. So maybe, hopefully,
this is the same
for her.
Yep.
hopefully this will be the outcome for her, and they'll help her get on her feet. If they do indeed follow through with like charges and things like that, that wouldn't surprise me either.
Yeah, they have to.
That wouldn't surprise me either.
Depending on the county, how much funding they got, how much they need, how many people went through the prison. You have to remember everything is about numbers. Everything's about numbers.
Let us know.
And so is YouTube. So like, share, comment, turn on your notifications. Don't forget to subscribe, recommend, because everything is about numbers, y'all. So let's get these numbers. And don't forget to send us a Tiva. I've been forgetting to ask, but doesn't mean that I don't still want it. I'm just saying.
Fuck it.